Sometimes life really is stranger than fiction. And if you would have told me a year ago that I would have been the type of person who wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, something in my consciousness said, I need to work to make a living and I need to make a living to pay my bills. And then I was laid off and I've had 9 months of unemployment where I've been home and I've been able to take her to school and I've been able to pick her up from school and I've been able to make her snacks and help her with her homework and just be there in general for her. And not just her, but we have 2 dogs and I've been able to be there for them too. And what I've discovered is I think it's always been my dream to not work. I know that sounds not motivated, and that's probably why I've never been able to admit to that. But, you know, there's a lot to be said for people who stay at home and take care of the family and be a support to their spouse or partner and, you know, all that. And I've been working a temp job, which actually the money is welcomed. It's much better than unemployment, but the hours are just ridiculous. I mean, the hours are the same hours that I was working for like 4 years, but my commute is an hour each way, at least. And in the rains like we've been having, it's a lot longer than that. So I have to figure on a 12-hour day in doing what I really don't want to be doing. Having said that, life is stranger than fiction. And I just want to go over a few different facts. You know, if you live in the LA area, every day since I think it was Friday of last week, we've had something in the news somewhere about Dr. Conrad Murray is going to be arrested or he's going to surrender. And then we've had news about the LAPD feuding with the DA's office because the DA's office was going to pretty much welcome him in, you know, if he chose to surrender, and LAPD wants to cuff him and arrest him. And then there's Jermaine Jackson, and Jermaine Jackson says that Murray should be arrested, handcuffed, mugshot, the whole works. They did it to Michael Jackson. Why shouldn't they do it to him? And I totally agree on that. But there's all these little articles and side articles. There's articles about Dr. Conrad Murray being in Los Angeles, and he missed a trial that was happening in Las Vegas where he owed some medical supplier $132,000, and because he didn't show up or have representation show up, he lost. So there's all this news around it. And let's go back to right after the memorial where they lost the casket, they lost the body, and then they removed his brain from his body. And the brain was like out of his body for 2 weeks, and they didn't know if he was going to be buried with it or without it. And I don't remember Brittany Murphy or Heath Ledger's brain being removed from their bodies to determine, and I know sometimes that does happen in an autopsy, but most times they take brain tissue. So, I mean, it's like, why all these weird, bizarre little articles around it? And I've been saying that I will believe he's dead when they arrest Murray. So as of last Friday, I really thought it was imminent that early this week that's just passed, he was going to be arrested and I can give this whole thing up. But this whole week has been a circus of news articles with everything but Murray getting arrested. And Friday came and went and still no arrest. So the way I see it is 2 more days of believing. Sometimes life is stranger than fiction. Unless, of course, it's fiction.
all